friendship a lot of times outweighs romantic relationships. And the main reason for that is like you can be equally connected to a friend, right? You can have an intimate relationship with a friend. It's not sexual, it's totally platonic. And there's not those like weird emotional things. You can be jealous of a friend, right? It's different and it's easier to celebrate their successes. And throughout my years of learning on this planet, I've realized that being a player hater is not a good way to go. And I've never really been a player hater, but there has been times throughout my life, especially in my mid and early 20s, where I'd be jealous of people's accomplishments or felt like I couldn't be friends with somebody that was like doing better than me, right? Or financially especially. But all that's bogus, man. And the thing is about like good friends, I've had a lot of good friends, intimate friends that I trusted with all my secrets, and we connected, had that full click type of relationship. And with my best of those friends, there'll be time periods in our lives that it just doesn't, we can't really hang out for whatever reason. Maybe they moved somewhere far away. Maybe we're just doing totally different things in our lives now. But then somewhere down the line we reconnect. And even if we don't reconnect, it doesn't matter. Maybe we say happy birthday to each other. We write each other an email once a year. And that connection never really goes completely away. It can always be resurfaced. It can always be renewed. It can morph into different things. And it doesn't get weird. One of the things I've had with partners, right? Life partners, relationships, is that you become best friends. I've had a few, right? I don't know about the number of it. It's hard to put an exact number on it, especially the weirder relationships in my early and mid 20s weren't necessarily official, or maybe they were for a little while, but they would. Anyway, some of those ended up being friends that I'm still friends with today, and kind of morphed into that friendship category where we could stay connected. But especially my younger relationships, it's like we were best friends. We weren't only lovers, we were best friends. And then when the relationship's gone, it's like, sure, you go through that grieving period. Maybe one of you hates the other, or maybe those feelings never totally go away, and I could get so jealous and angry and not understand. And I'll admit it, I have trust issues when it comes to those types of relationships. And I have friends that are lesbian, like belong to the LGBTQ community or whatever. And one of them was talking about how they don't trust their same sex or whatever. And it's like, I've argued with her about that, about how like, because I have friends that are gay too, and they have the same sort of problems that I've had and that she's had, and it really is that type of relationship that can be so fragile. And I know people, and I've even myself, there's a few old girlfriends that I stay friends with, but especially those younger ones that we became best friends. And then now it's just nothing. And it's like, there's a song about it, I'd sing it, but it's YouTube, And it's not even like I'm monetized, it's just I don't want to deal with the copyright. But anyways, it's like you lose your lover, but more importantly, later down the line, it's like you've lost your friend. I mean, even to this day, there's occasions where I think of one of them, and I think that'd be a funny thing to tell them. But it's gotten so awkward, and it's been such a long time, and they might think something different than me just saying something funny, and you lose that. And those moments are more important than what you thought the relationship was a lot of the time. At least in my experience, that's like what I miss. And with the people that I'm talking about, it's like I would never even want to go there again. I don't feel that way about them anymore, but I do occasionally miss their company and that part, the friendship part of it. But it's like irreparable now. I don't know what I'm trying to say about it, but I really, really appreciate those friends that I can spend long time not seeing or talking to, and then when we talk, it's like we never left, and maybe we've evolved, we've turned into different people, and we respect each other's changes, because there's those other kind of friends that end up not really being that long term of friends. The ones that like expect you to be the same person. They think that the world has paused and that you are the same person that you were 10 years ago or even a year ago. I believe that people are mostly the people they are when they're born. People argue with me about that. So there's like this internal self that I always will be, and everybody is that. And part of life is like learning how to figure out who that is. The other stuff in life evolves constantly. You're constantly learning into your hundreds if you live that long. You're always evolving. There's never a point where things stop changing. The world's spinning faster every day, right? We're constantly changing, and there's those friends that accept that change and want to learn about that change, and that change excites them. I mean, I've gotten to the point now, I may have been halfway. I've never been like that bad, but there was probably times where I was that other kind of friend that expected them to stay the same because I was fearful. And now when I meet up with a friend that I haven't seen in a long time, it's like tuning into is a weird way to put it. It's much more powerful than the example I'm about to use, but it's like tuning into a TV show that I haven't seen in a while, and I'm like, what? And I'm asking all these questions, and I want to know more because I love this person. They've experienced all these things, and I've experienced some crazy stuff with them, and now it excites me, and maybe there's lessons within there. I'm like hungry for those answers that maybe they've accumulated. Maybe I can learn something through their experiences. You don't learn anything as well as experiencing it yourself, but there can be massive insights from old trusted friends that you haven't lost trust from, or you haven't lost trust between the two of you. You still maintain that relationship. You haven't talked to them in a while, and they can just kind of like download these experiences and moments into your mind, and it's like a cheat code. We are tribal creatures in a modern era of technology and cars and airplanes, trains, planes, and automobiles and all that, and computers. And we get lost, and society pushes us to maybe be by ourselves a lot with the whole pandemic that happened, and now the aftermath of it, and even before that, we can be so isolational. And even our society, I like to critique our society as you grow up and then you like leave your parents, you leave your siblings, and then you only talk to them during your birthday and Christmas or whatever holidays you celebrate, and or if you don't celebrate any holidays, but you only talk to them like once, twice a year, and I don't think that's any way to live. I love my family, and especially with my parents, it's like, I mean, you never know who you're going to lose. Like, I have a little sister that's 9 years younger than me, and I've lost friends that are younger than me, so you never know who you're going to lose, and it's like, cherish them all. But especially with my parents, it's like, they're older. You only have so much time with your parents, and I love my parents. My mom's one of my best friends. Fight me, you know what I mean? Like, society like almost like looks down on that, and I'm not like a mama's boy. She wishes that she could get me to do what she wants her to do, you know what I mean? And she's always gonna be my mom, so she's always gonna like want to teach me things, and we have that relationship in this life, you know. And she wants to encourage me to do things that she sees is best. And I used to like, if she wanted me to do something, she'd probably tell me to do the opposite, and then I'd do it. But nowadays, if I'm doing something and my mom like gets in there and is like, no, like blah 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 blah, I take that very seriously, because she has great insight, and out of anybody on the planet, she probably is the one that loves me the most. And we only have so much time with our friends and our family, and I think it's important to have that connection and have a healthy amount of that connection. Give them space when they need it, and you cannot see a good friend for years. Try to stay in contact, you know, but be happy for other successes, because there's 8 billion people on this planet, and if one of your friends is successful in some way, maybe it's in a way that you wish you were, it's better them than somebody you don't know, right? In a selfish way to think about it, right? If it's going to be somebody, it might as well be somebody you love. That's the way I look at it. And since I've started to look at it this way, like, it's been a while, like, you always have to work on yourself, ever evolving, but thinking this way makes you much happier. You can feel so good when you celebrate others' successes. It's more often than you'll have your own, because there's more of them. So be kind to each other, people. Be each other's friends, and live, love, and something, I don't know.